I've ever done, uh, because it's going to show the reality. Well, you won't be able to see it, but I give you a visualization of the reality of what we're going to be dealing with in our lives. And let me see. So you can see behind me, got some balloons and stuff for the wife. I don't know when you guys are watching this, but it's Valentine's Day 2024. I keep wanting to say 2023. By the way, if you get to, somebody already gave me a thumbs up. They already know this is going to be fire. And by the way, if you get to drop a question or comment, hey, I love it. If I can get to respond, that's great. So Valentine's Day, beautiful morning. And I'm not going to pan the camera around, but there's a reason I'm doing this video. So I got out of the car, went in to get my daughter. So I have two daughters. I have Shania and I have Renly. And I have my wife. So I went in today to make sure I get some things for my daughter. Shania, my daughter, is 24. Yes, I have a 24-year daughter. I had a very, very young. That's why I always tell you, if you want to get on a fast road to poverty, just have kids young. So, but I don't mean that I'm being facetious and sarcastic. Please don't do that. So I had my daughter when I was in high school. Shania is now 24. So I get my daughter Valentine's gifts, and I buy her a Valentine's dinner. I know she don't always want to go to dinner with me, but I buy her Valentine's dinner. And I also have my baby girl who is 10 months. Yes, they are that far apart. And so I go and get Renly Rain. I make sure she has her rose and her balloon, and I buy her Valentine's gifts. And then, of course, I get the wifey wife, the things that I want her to have. And her and I are going to have Valentine's Day dinner today. And we're going to hang out and do some cool stuff. And that's what life's about. It's about experiences. That's why the money's important. Because if you don't have the money, you don't get to do the things that you want to do. So I don't know about you, but I'm not a laid back and just get through life guy. I want to do some things. I want to see the world. I want to see the country. I want to ski. I want to do all those things. You know what I'm saying? And it takes money to do that. And just recently, we were talking about a 7-day trip because we live here in Dallas. And you don't really have to fly anywhere in Texas. It's all like within a drive, like within 3 hours. That's why I love Dallas. Within 3 hours, I could be in Oklahoma City. Within 3 hours, I could be in Austin, Texas. Within 3 hours, I could be in Houston. Or within about 4 hours, I could be in San Antonio. And so I got all these options. And no, I didn't say El Paso. No shade at y'all, but I ain't going to El Paso. I've been there before. But you get to do a lot of cool things, and that's fun. So, but the reason I'm doing this video is for this reason. And by the way, hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Welcome to the channel. Let's keep building content. So I was going into the store just a second ago, go and get some last minute Valentine's Day things. Just see what's out there, and make the gift that much better. And as I got out of my truck, so I parked my truck and I got out of the truck, and then I went to walk in the store. But when I got out of the truck, I noticed something. I noticed a car that was behind me, parked directly behind me, not in my same lane, but like a lane over, but it was behind me. And I could see that the brake lights were on, the car was on, but nobody was moving. So I kind of peeked a little. And there was a baby's car seat in the back. I couldn't tell if there was a baby in it or not. And there was a man. I couldn't see their faces. I don't know if they were older or not. But there was a gentleman in the driver's seat, and he was laying back and he was asleep. And there was a lady in the passenger seat, and her head was leaning forward. She was asleep on the dash, just kind of leaning on the dash. And they are alive, because I thought about that. I was like, oh my God, I hope they didn't just sit here and pass out with this car on. And they are alive because I guess his foot was on the brakes whenever I got out of my truck. And then when I came back out of the store, he probably had moved his feet, and his feet were no longer on the brakes. So the brake lights were going off. And so I'm sitting there and I'm watching this. Not sitting there, just watching it, but I'm thinking about this as I go in and come out the store, and I'm like, wait a minute, like I know just with me being homeless in 2017, I know what homelessness looks like. And this is probably a family that's lost everything. They got some stuff in their vehicle, and they're struggling financially, and probably worst of all, there's a baby involved. So I always say it's one thing for you to be like having a struggle life. It's something totally different. It's a whole like it's a whole other monster for someone else to be involved in your hard times. A lot of us, we can handle hard times. It'll be a struggle, but we can get through it. But if someone else is involved in it, then that makes it that much worse, because now you have the guilt of, all right, I'm bringing somebody else with me into this mess that I don't even want to be a part of. And so whatever that family may have gone through, eventually it led them to being homeless and sleeping in a grocery store parking lot. And so that brings me to the reality of, hey, it's not just them. This family is a direct reflection of the economy that we're in, where nothing, and I mean nothing, is affordable. There is no such thing as affordable. I read where Walmart, which thrives on being a cheap store but selling in bulk, right? So Walmart doesn't charge a lot, but they focus on selling a lot of the things they don't charge a lot for. This is called volume sales, and that's how they make their money. They have very small margins. But Walmart raised the price of their great value brands last year and made a record profit, billions of dollars, and paid off billions to shareholders, which is great if you hold shares or hold stock in Walmart. And so this couple that was laying in the truck sleeping, you're talking about a man, you're talking about a woman, and you're talking about a baby, right? So this couple is sleeping in a vehicle, which is very, very dangerous because of the risk of carbon monoxide, right? And so this couple is sleeping in a vehicle in a grocery store parking lot in broad daylight because they got nowhere else to go. Now, I know what it's like to be homeless, and I know homelessness when I see it. All I have to do is pass by a vehicle sometimes, and I'll look in the vehicle and I'm like, oh, that person's homeless, because I've been there, done that. And so what I'm trying to get you to see is this is the real reality. People are really, literally living, not sleeping, living in their vehicles because they got nowhere else to go. Again, nothing is affordable. And I don't know when anything's ever going to be affordable again. Gas is always going to be around $3. If you have a car, you got to put this gas in it or it's not going to work. So you're always going to have to deal with the prices of everything. For most of you, a year or two ago, you never even heard of the word inflation. Now it's a part of your everyday vocabulary. I call it greedflation because it's greed mixed with inflation. A lot of it's greed. I'm just telling you. The inflation, a lot of it's been just driven that way because they know they can charge you more without giving you any value on the back end. I'll prove it to you. Explain how your rent increased from, $1,500 to $500, and it's the same apartment. It'd be different if they came in and renovated the apartment. Then you understand, oh, I got to pay for the renovation or a share of the renovation that went into it. They made all the apartments brand new. So that cost has got to be passed down to me. But hey, it's the same apartment. No money was spent to do anything to this apartment. Yet it's almost doubled in value in rent costs. Well, that's greed. That's why I always tell you that these trucks come out of our neighborhood. I'm telling you, they're so dangerous. They are so dangerous. I wish I could turn the camera around. I think I can. Well, you can't see the truck now. But I'm in my neighborhood. I just got through the gate, and they always have like these dump trucks and whatnot coming out of the neighborhood, and they will jack you up. So, but anyway, again, I'm sitting here and I'm watching this economy do the thing it's doing. I'm watching the price of everything go up. And I'm telling you, the real reality is that you're going to have to make more money. I know most people don't want to hear this. You don't want to hear the fact that everything's going to cost more and it probably won't change. And the other thing is, that's out of your control. There's nothing you can do about gas prices. There's nothing you can do. Everybody's got a dog. There's nothing you can do about food and fuel prices. There's nothing you can do about the rent prices going up, the housing prices going up. There's nothing you can do about that. Your job is simply to make more money so that you can enjoy life on your terms. Too many people are living life on someone else's terms, on the job's terms, on their income terms. Hey, what does my check allow me to buy? What does my check allow me to do? And I'm telling you that if you continue to go that route, if you continue, I'm almost home, so this video ain't going to be too long, but if you continue to go that route, and if you continue to focus on your only income being your job, then I'm telling you that, number one, you are limited, because the only way that you can get your paycheck is to sell your time. Well, eventually you're going to run out of that thing called time, right? I figured you guys didn't want to look at my face this whole trip, so you can see my neighborhood until I get home. But you guys are forced to rely on your paycheck. Now, if you do, because I'm just telling you, these folks that I just saw, and my heart goes out to them, I pray they get on their feet very, very quickly. These folks were probably in a one-income situation where they were relying on that income from their job to take care of them. And then something happened along the way, and that job income was no longer there. That job income was no longer there. And now these nice folks are out there with that baby, risking life, because if you sleep in your vehicle, you're risking your life because of the potential for carbon monoxide poisoning. All of a sudden, you're exhausted, right? And you sleep longer than you should, and you've got your car on, right? And I've been there, done that. It's no fun to do that. So you don't want to end up, or I should say it this way, if you don't want to end up living in your car, and God forbid you ever have to, because it's not cute, it ain't fun, and it damn sure don't feel good, right? But if you don't want to be living in your car, and you want to be in a position, because I'm telling y'all straight up, this is the real reality. You're looking at a guy, me, that in 2017, I was homeless living in my vehicle, and then I lost my vehicle and I was homeless living on the streets. It's not fun, it ain't pretty, but it is a real occurrence, and anybody can potentially go through it. And the only way to prevent that, the only way, because you got to understand that your paycheck, whatever it is, it's probably not changing. These companies are not looking to pay you more money. They're looking to fire you and save money, yes, but they're not looking to give you more money. And now that you know that, because there are some things you have to know in this world, there are some things that you must know. You've got to know. And you've got to understand and implement these things so that you are not caught in the worst position possible and caught off guard. I protect my family every day from losing everything. I do everything I can to protect them every day from losing everything. God forbid I'm in a situation where my children are living in my back seat. And nobody wants that. But it's a real reality that people are living in storage units. Come on. People are living in people's basements, living in shelters, living in tents, living in vehicles. And it's gonna crush you if you're not prepared. That couple that I just saw, and I don't know them. I'm not gonna put them on blast. I'm just gonna give you just a few details. It was a man, it was a woman, and there's probably a baby in the back because I saw a car seat, a baby's car seat. And I'm not gonna tell you what they look like. I'm not gonna tell you anything else, what they were driving, none of that. It's none of your business, none of mine. I'm just telling you, they didn't just wake up and be in that situation. There were some things that had to happen to get them to homelessness, right? There's some things that have to take place for you to get to homelessness. There's some things that have to take place for you to be in the struggle life. I'm almost home, guys, so this video is about to wrap. But there are some things that have to work to your disadvantage to put you in a position where you're homeless, right? You don't just wake up and be homeless. And so I want you to know that being homeless is a result of poor financial planning. There's as much as my heart goes out to them, there's something that went wrong financially, because you get homeless, you end up homeless because you don't have the money to do the things you need to do. So something happened financially for this couple to have to sleep in a vehicle. Something happened financially for this couple to have their child and the wife or the girlfriend in the vehicle, right? So something happened for this family to end up in that situation. And I'm telling you, the reality is it can happen to you. Whether you believe it or not, doesn't matter. They probably didn't believe that situation would occur for them. And so you've got to protect, you've got to hedge yourself against the worst financial position you could be in. The worst thing happening to you, you've got to protect yourself against it. How do you do it? Number one, you change the way you think about money. That's the first thing. Because if I can't convince you that certain rules and principles apply when it comes to money, there are new rules when it comes to money. There are new rules. You are playing the money game with the old rules, and you keep getting left behind. That couple was probably playing the money game with the old rules. They were thinking about money the old way. What's that? They were thinking about the only way I can earn money is to go to work and get a paycheck. I get on here time after time and I preach against, hey, please, don't go out there and put yourself in a position where a paycheck is your only income source. Please don't do that. You're working with a limited resource, which is your time and your energy. You're going to run out of time, run out of energy, and now what? How are you going to get a paycheck? Now you're stuck in the paycheck mentality where you don't know how to make money unless you go to work. Now you think time is money. Now you think saving money is going to set you free financially. And I'm telling you, those are old money rules. You're out there using your paycheck to buy houses, to buy cars. Unless these things are going to make you money, don't touch them. All they're going to do is keep you poor. You ever notice that the people who are struggling usually the most in life are homeowners? Yeah, I put a video up the other day, and people have gone crazy, flooded the comments, giving me all this hate. Some agree, because I'm saying, hey, don't go out and be in a hurry to buy a house. And I stand by that. I stand on that. Don't go out and buy a house. You got to drop $50, $60, $70, $80,000 on a house. That's stupid. Use that money to build wealth. Use that money to create a business. Let the business grow. Let the business create something called cash flow, and then you buy the house. Let the business buy the house, not you. That's a different way of thinking. But most people aren't going to think the way I think. I've been there, done that. I've been homeless. I've been a homeowner where you got to use a paycheck to pay for it. Never again. Never again. And so my advice to you is to find a way to make money that does not rely on your paycheck. If your paycheck is your only source of income, you are already stuck. You've got to get away from having a paycheck. So listen, I'm pulling up at my house, but I'm about to bless you before I get off. Hit thumbs up. Hit thumbs up if you're ready to hear this. Hit thumbs up. I'm about to bless you. My garage is coming up. Hit thumbs up. Hit thumbs up. In 2017, I was living in the ghetto, homeless, living in the hood when I did get a place, and just struggle life all day, every day. And now I'm blessed, got a family. I live the best life I've ever lived in my life. And I'm trying to share with you the things I've learned so that it can help you and change your life. So smash that thumbs up, smash subscribe. If you're ready to hear what I'm about to tell you and bless you and change your life, if you're ready to hear the good news, hit that thumbs up. If you got a question or comment, drop it, because I'm about to get out and get to work. Because I went from living on the streets, homeless, living in my vehicle homeless, to living in a house in a beautiful neighborhood here in Dallas, beautiful home, and I have a home office. I work out of my home office. Come on, I'm a guy who knows what I'm talking about. I know what it takes to be poor. I also know what it takes to get off the streets. I also know what it takes to put yourself in a position to be successful and change your life. So I got great news for you. Listen, tomorrow, Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time here in Dallas and wherever you are, I'm going to be doing a live free training on how to build a business and get a secondary income that does not need or include your job. Right? I'm going to teach you how to build a middleman business where you're the middleman. You're not doing any of the work. You're only using your phone to get customers, and then you're going to get paid, and then you're going to dispatch the work. I'm going to do a live free training just for you, just for you. And I'm going to, because I've been telling you, you cannot rely on your job as your only source of income. So to prove I'm serious about it, I'm going to show you what I do for a living. I have a middleman business. Right? All I do is that. And so I'm going to show you how to do it. Be on the live Zoom tomorrow. It's going to be 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I'm going to show you, it's going to be about 45 minutes. That's it. And you can get back to your day. And I'm going to show you how to build your own successful middleman business without needing any experience. You only need a phone. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to walk you through step by step how to build your own successful middleman business. Right? And then use this business, use your phone. Same thing you're watching me on now. Use your phone to get paid. So let me ask you, if I can teach you how to make an extra $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month without leaving your house from your phone the same way I do, would that be okay? Would you allow me to teach you that? Perfect. If the answer is yes, and I know it is, then be in the live Zoom tomorrow night. I want to send you the invite because I'm serious. There's going to be a lot of people who are living in their vehicles, and I don't want it to be you, and I don't want it to be me. So let me show you how to make money, right? What would your life look like if you made an extra $5,000 a month? What would your life look like? More vacations, more time with your kids, buying finer things, better home, better neighborhood, all that for just $5,000 a month. That's all you can, $5,000 extra dollars a month to change your life. So let me show you how to do it. Let me show you how to do it. I made that in my first year in 2020. I'm way past that now. But I used to make that, which was great. But now I want to show you how to do it and do even better. Right? So all I need you to do is type Zoom in the comments. As soon as you type Zoom in the comments, you're going to get the invite to the Zoom training. And then all you have to do tomorrow night at 7 p.m., click that link and you'll be in the Zoom training with me, and I'm going to teach you how to build a successful middleman business. Guys, don't leave your life to chance. Don't take risks. You want to know what a risk is? Trusting that your job's going to keep you and take care of you. That's risky. If I'm you, I don't trust that job. These jobs ain't loyal, and I'm looking to protect myself just in case something happens, right? So somebody put Zoom in the comments. That looks like Mike. And let's see. Mike put Zoom in the comments. Mike, I'm trying to get this to you before I get off of here. Let's see. It's not the weird thing is it's not allowing me to reply. I don't know what's going on, Mike. I'm trying to reply and say something, but it's not allowing me to do it. So I tell you what, Mike, I'm going to close this video out. That's weird. It's not allowing me to reply or to post this, but here's what I'm going to do, Mike. I'm going to close this video out, and it's going to play on my channel. It's going to go right to my channel and start playing. Just go to the video. You'll see it again. Just give it about 5 minutes. Go to the video, hit the word, go on the video, click Zoom, or go to any of my videos, even the last one I just did, and just type the word Zoom in the comments, and you'll get an automatic reply, automatic automated reply. and it's going to have the Zoom link in it. So go to my last video, or just wait until this video airs in about 5 minutes, and then drop, because this is a live video. Then drop the word Zoom, and it's going to send you a link right to the Zoom meeting tomorrow. Do that, and I'll see you guys. For everybody else who's watching and it's not live, drop Zoom in the comments, and you'll get that link instantly. And Mike, I'll see you in the training, buddy. And thanks for watching, and thanks for making a decision to change your life, because homelessness is a real thing. I've been there, done that. You don't want to do that. I'm telling you, you better learn how to make money a different way, because that job, sooner or later, they're going to fire you. I promise. Okay. And so I'll see you guys in the training. Write Zoom in the comments, and I'll see you in the training. Peace.